669. Your name, sir?
Anthony Rich.
You're charged with operating with the presence of drugs. You have the right to a lawyer. The drug, it's not specified here. But you have the right to a lawyer, and I'll be happy to give you one if you want one. Would you like a lawyer?
Yes.
Okay. You can go out in the hallway. My court officer will bring the file out and he'll set you up, okay? Good luck. And then either way, you're coming back in front of me today.
Oh, yeah. Thank you.
Ronald Stephen Ardeline III, 24F2413013. Could I have Michael Farmer seated at this table up here, my right, your left?
All right, buckle up because what starts as a routine courtroom docket quickly spirals into a nonstop parade of legal chaos. We're talking drug-related driving charges, probation violations stacking up, accident victims sent to the hospital, and defendants trying to explain their way out of responsibility. Judges don't just hear excuses in this courtroom, they dissect them. And by the end of this session, you'll see exactly how fast one bad decision can snowball into life-changing consequences. Stay with us, because this court does not play around.
Okay, this was not, your name?
I'm Stephen Ireland, there you go.
This was not taken under a statute of any kind, so you're just asking for early discharge, correct?
Yes.
Okay. Is anybody here from, is there anybody here on behalf of the young Flashings girl? I'm just asking for the record here. All right.
Prosecutor.
Mr. Cayley, can you come in real quick, please?
Sure.
Thank you. Good morning, Mr. Cayley. Your appearance?
Patrick Feely, I'm a People City Flat.
I just want to make sure there was a victim on this. It was a domestic violence reduced to disorderly. He applied for early discharge. He's done everything. Any objection?
No, sir.
And the victim was notified and nobody showed. So I'll go ahead and grant you early discharge. We'll prepare the order in the next day or so, and you should have it very soon. Okay? Good luck. Thanks. Thanks, Mr. Cayley. Could I have Mr. Farmer up here? Michael Sherwood Farmer, 25R514-328 A and B. Good morning, sir. Again, your name?
Michael Farmer.
So you met with the prosecutor. You did a good job, it looks like, negotiating for yourself. You're going to plead to allowing unlicensed driver to drive.
Yes.
And they are going to dismiss then, once you do that, the suspend charge as well as the civil infraction charge of speeding. Is that your understanding?
Yes.
Is that how you want to proceed?
Yes.
If you do that, the possible penalties on this allowing unlicensed driver to drive are up to 500 fines, 93 days jail costs, or all those. Do you understand that?
Yes.
Did you sign an advice of rights and read and understand the rights?
Yes.
If you plead guilty, you will be giving up all those rights and there will not be a hearing or a trial. Do you understand that?
Yes.
You still wish to waive your right to a lawyer?
Yes.
To the charge allowing unlicensed driver to drive, how do you plead?
Guilty.
Were you in control of a motor vehicle that was being operated in the city of Flat Rock? I'm sorry, in the township, city of Rockwood, rather. I apologize. City of Rockwood.
Yes.
On Huron River Drive, a 2014 Ford near Truman in Rockwood, on September 18 at 25 at 11:09 in the morning.
Yes.
And were you unlicensed?
Yes, sir.
And you knew that, right?
Yes.
Are you on probation or parole?
Yes.
Anybody in the world forced you to plead guilty?
Yes.
Please accept it to that charge. The speed's dismissed. The suspend's dismissed. Are you ready to be sentenced?
Yes.
How's your record?
I've got a couple speed.
You're not licensed at all?
No, sir.
Were you never licensed?
Yes, sir. I had that when the RC ticket for cracked windshield expired driver's license in Alexandria, Louisiana. When I went back to pay it, it morphed into 4 tickets for the same thing. And I'm in limbo with that right now.
When were you last licensed?
About a year ago.
Why are you waiting so long to take care of those tickets?
Because the one ticket I received morphed into 4 tickets that I didn't receive. I'm trying to get that squared away now.
Anything else you want to tell me?
No,
Got to take care of those, okay? 100 fines, 170 costs, 75 victims' rights, $50 justice assessment, 390, 395 or 90 days. You can go down the hall and pay that. You have that now?
yes, sir.
Take care of those other tickets, please.
Yes, sir.
Okay? Good luck. Is Officer Millie here? Come on up. We're going to handle this. Kayleen Patty Mozam, 25F244656. Ma'am, what's your name?
Terry Olis.
Why are you showing up so late?
I actually clocked the bus. And I had to walk in at night. And I let them know yesterday.
All right, come on up to the podium, officer. Ma'am, your name?
Kelly Moser.
And officer, your name? So I think the thing that was this is, there was an injury to the other driver, right?
I don't know, but it was an injury to her. She was transported to the hospital. The other driver later checked herself into the hospital
The other driver did check herself in?
after the incident wrapped up, yes.
See, that's why I can't take impeding, ma'am. If you want to plead the fair to yield, or hang on, or you can have a hearing, whatever you want to do. If you want to have a hearing, I'll swear you both in.
I need you to have it. Actually, I have my own business. And the ticket is.
Okay.
Detrimental.
Okay, so I want you to understand something. I'm not going to change my mind on this. I've been doing this for decades. If somebody's hurt in an accident, I just don't take impeding. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm not going to. Okay, raise your right hand. Raise your right hand.
Why is this I want a formal hearing?
This is an informal hearing. Raise your right hand. You solemnly swear or affirm, both of you, that the testimony you'll give in these proceedings will be the whole true self you got. Officer? Ma'am? Okay, go ahead. You can go ahead and tell me what happened.
All of them struck the other vehicle that was traveling straight. All of the vehicle spin out, go over the train tracks, and disabled the other vehicle.
And the woman, was it a man or a woman in the other vehicle? Not that it matters, but she ultimately went to the hospital.
I went to deliver Ms. Mobam her ticket, and observed the other driver checking herself into the hospital when I went to deliver the ticket.
Do you have any questions of him, ma'am? You wish to testify?
Yes.
Okay, go ahead and tell me what you'd like to say.
I was driving down the road and I had my window down and a bug came into my eye. I pulled over on the side of Careless Drive because I was in severe pain and my eye was watering and I didn't have clear vision. I waited there for about 2 or 3 minutes, trying to clear it up so I could take myself to the hospital. And when I went to pull out onto Careless Drive, I looked, I didn't see a car. And then when I went to proceed, the car was there. So this, I don't know.
Okay, but the other car had the right of way.
I understand that, but I was at stop, Your Honor. I was stopped. And then I proceeded. I didn't see a car and then
I
the car
know,
was
you
there.
stopped.
I was at a stop and I went to pull out.
I know, you pulled out in front of the vehicle, right?
I actually pulled out into the vehicle. I didn't think that got, it wasn't there and then it was there. Your Honor, I'm sorry.
I'm sorry too, I'm not.
It was facing the road, like I didn't see, I looked, the vehicle wasn't there. Then all of a sudden, I put the car into drive and the vehicle's there.
I'm sorry. I can't do anything here but find you responsible. You pulled out in front of the vehicle. The lady went to the hospital. She had the right of way.
I myself am so injured. I've been in therapy for 2 months.
Ma'am,
I'm,
ma'am, I can't just ignore laws like this. There's nothing I can do. You fail to yield and you sent somebody and yourself to the hospital. I'm sorry. I find you responsible as charged. There wasn't an accident where somebody was injured and and the damage was minor, it'd be a different story, but I'm sorry, find you responsible is charged $195. You can go down the hall and pay that. Thank you both. People against Matthew Bruce.
Mr. Baldwin's, I thought I just saw him, so I put him up. I think all three of those that I ended up are Mr. Baldwin's.
Why don't you have a seat, sir? You can have a seat right at the table. We have to get Mr. Baldwin in here. We're gonna take a quick recess. Have a seat over at that. Oh, you ready? Matthew Bruce, 25R 514-162 A and B.
Hey, good morning, Your Honor. House Counsel, Attorney Mike Baldwin, opinion 65417 on behalf of the street.
Sir, your name? So this will be to no ops, and the suspend will be dismissed, and the resist, hinder, and obstruct an officer will be dismissed. True?
Yes.
Is that what you want to do, sir?
Yes, Your Honor.
If you plead guilty to no valid operator's license on your person, that is punishable by up to $100 in fines, 90 days jail, costs are all those. 0 points. Do you understand that?
Yes, Your Honor.
Did you sign, read, and understand an advice to rights form here today? If you plead guilty, you'll be giving up all those rights and there will not be a trial. Do you understand? To the charge, no valid ops on person, how do you plead?
Guilty.
Were you operating a motor vehicle August 31 of 25 at 1:15 PM on Harding near Burton and Rockwood? Did you have a valid license on your person?
No, I didn't.
You're revoked, right?
Yes.
Are you on probation or parole?
No,
Anybody forced you to plead guilty?
no.
Please accepted. The drive while suspend, revoked, denied is dismissed. I'm dismissing the R and O. Can't drive on a revoked license. Are you taking steps to go?
Medical. Absolutely, Your Honor.
Okay. Well, that's worse that you're driving. Why are you driving?
My wife's car had the driver's door actually opened up. And so we pulled over. And I was trying to talk my dog's leave behind it, but. And the whole thing of the door opening up. She pulled over, got out of the car, and I jumped into it and pulled it into a side road. We were in town. We were gonna we're in the neighborhood we live in. So we weren't on any major streets, we were right behind the church.
Yeah, it was a side road,
It
Judge.
also says, and I'm gonna act like he didn't do this because they dismissed it, but it also says he obstructed the officer who was trying to arrest somebody else.
Yeah, Judge, yes, there's a little bit more, but there's a co-defendant in it. We dismissed it. Questions of fact.
Anything else?
No, Judge, it's just a medical condition. So, he's been very forthright. We did go through, I got the discovery, I reviewed it, so I'm comfortable with the case.
100 fines. Did I let you finish, sir?
Me?
Yeah.
Yeah.
120 costs, 100 fines, 75 victims' rights, $50 justice assessment, 40 in attorney fees, 385 or 90 days. Given everything, that's pretty light. You can pay that now?
No.
Thomas Stephen Chapman.
Judge, today's the date and time set for a pre-trial and a pre-formal. The serious impairment is going to be amended to a careless, and the traffic signal pre-formal is dismissed.
Mr. Chapman, did you learn anything? I mean, you broke somebody's nose. You gotta be,
In the face, it's a woman who's got cuts in her face, and this is a corporate deal.
prosecutors offering this says victim suffered a broken nose and did not respond to prosecutor's letter. Maybe they're gonna sue. I don't know what they're gonna do, but if that's the way she feels about it, I'm gonna take it to the charge of careless driving causing accident. That's 3 points, responsible or not responsible.
Responsible.
I'll accept that plea. I'm going to go ahead and dismiss the moving violation causing serious impairment and the disobeyed traffic signal. Fines and costs are $235. You can pay that today?
Could I come back and pay it later today when we get paid?
Yeah, where do you work?
I just started, should be all right.
You sure you can pay by 4 o'clock today?
Can you have till 4 o'clock tomorrow?
I'll give you till October 17th,
Thank you.
okay?
Thank you.
All right, You can go right online with your citation number if you'd like. Okay? Good luck. Mr. Cayley, can you just zoom in? I'm not gonna, Anthony Martinez. Okay, your appearance.
Good morning, Your Honor. I'm Shepard, can you have my?
I need Jessica in here, please. Sir, your name?
Thomas Abraham.
All right, so what I did is I took a plea and I set a sentence date for today. Just give me 1 second here.
Oh,
Did I not take a plea to this charge of federal refrain from consuming alcohol or drugs?
you did, Your Honor.
I don't know why I didn't make a note of that. I think I did, so I'm going to just indicate that that was done, I believe, on. Can you tell me, Heather, was that on September 25th?
Let me take a look, Judge.
Your name?
Just hold on, we have a probation.
I'm gonna give you an award for showing up so quickly all the time. You do this better than anybody I've ever worked with.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Seriously. Okay. Yeah, was it, or I'm sorry, just tell me when you get your ability, get an opportunity to look at that if you would.
You're looking for when he took his actual plea, Judge, or?
Yes, and I believe it was September 25th on the probation violation is what I'm talking about.
September 2nd.
I see it September
September
2nd,
2nd.
yes.
We were
September
here September
2nd.
2nd, and then, October 1st, and then today.
I see. So it was September 2nd. My mistake. All right. Now, correct me if I'm wrong. Did you or did you not tell me that Mr. Abraham, because I told him I want to set a sentencing and on the first, I said he was in treatment. I can't read my writing, but I know I told him he had to be tested, right?
He was a sobriety court candidate for the time being, I think 3 times a week on red for the sobriety court.
Did he test?
He has been testing. We had one issue. I did add show causes. He tested on October 5th through DNA. He was caught with outside urine. He did then submit to a test, and that test was positive for cocaine.
Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't see these added
Yes.
ones. So I've got failure to refrain from consuming alcohol, testing positive for a cocaine metabolite on September 9, 18 and September 30, and you're adding, and now you're telling me he showed up with a bottle of urine on the 5th.
And then
But you didn't add that one.
I did add that one. It should be on the first page of the show cause, Your Honor. It should be number 1.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. And that's failure to refrain from consuming alcohol or drugs on that date.
He did submit to a second test, and that test was positive for cocaine. The lab was pending when I issued it. I do have the lab confirmation now, Your Honor, and it was lab confirmed positive for the cocaine.
Let me slow down a little bit. I'm confused. What did I take a plea to on September 2nd?
On September 2nd, you took a plea to the original show cause.
Which I don't even have in front of me anymore. I need a second page of a register. Second page of a register. I don't know what happened. This is strange. Do you know what was that show cause for?
I believe it was for testing positive for cocaine. Your Honor.
On what date?
It would have been listed on September 2nd is when we.
No, I know, but I don't have the show cause. Nobody gave me that show cause. I just got one here. And I do remember that I took a plea back in September.
Yeah, so that one was already dealt with. I do have that, I do have the arraignment and the sentencing on that one. So that
I sentenced him on that already?
it looks like you had signed off on it.
No, I think I adjourned the sentence to October 1, and then on October 1, we talked about drug court, and I sent for the bond test. So I need that one. I need that show cause. Do you have that, or do you?
I have the one here.
Correct me if I'm wrong, then. Is it true that he pled to failure to refrain from consuming alcohol or drugs testing positive on July 29th, right, counsel?
Yes, Your Honor.
So now we're on an amended
This is where courtroom emotion collides head-on with legal reality. The defendant explains the accident as a freak momenta bug in the eye, impaired vision, a brief stop on the roadside. But the law doesn't operate on intentions. It operates on outcomes. Someone was injured, hospitalized, therapy followed, and that fact alone strips the court of flexibility. Notice how the judge stays firm but measured, acknowledging sympathy, while making it clear that yielding laws exist for a reason. This isn't about bad luck, it's about responsibility. And this raises a tough question for viewers. When explanations sound believable, but consequences are severe, should the court ever bend, or is strict enforcement the only way to protect everyone on the road?
show cause. I need another probation violation sheet. And I'm gonna have to go through each one of these counts. So, sir, I don't remember if I asked you your name. Did I ask you your name here again? All right, so counsel, I'm gonna put this on here as another show cause. And you can tell me how he's going to proceed as it relates to these 5 counts.
Your Honor, it's a new violation. I had a dialogue with my client. He's not going to contest those violations. He's very sincere and transparent with me. He's not going to be asking for a hearing.
Judge, I would like to, on the new one, show cause number 4, I would like to dismiss that count. It stated when I had issued it, it stated that he didn't show that day. Clearly, he didn't show because he tested positive, so I'd like to dismiss.
On
that.
the 18th of September, count 4 dismiss motion PO now. So he's gonna plead to 1, 2, and 3, and 5, right?
Yes, Your Honor.
If you plead guilty here, sir, this would be 4 more technical violations. Your probation could be revoked. You could be incarcerated for 90 days. Do you understand that?
Yes,
And did you sign, read, and understand the advice of rights?
yes,
If you plead guilty, you'll be giving up all those rights, and we're not gonna have a trial. Do you understand that?
yes,
As the count 1, that you fail to refrain from consuming alcohol or drugs, this is on October 5th. With the further provision or understanding that part of that is that you brought in outside urine, how do you plead to that?
guilty,
Did you fail to refrain from consuming alcohol?
yes,
And ultimately, the test that you did without the outside urine proved that you were positive for cocaine. Is that true or false?
true,
All right, is the count 2.
Today's courtroom session highlights one undeniable truth. Consistency matters. From early discharges to probation violations. From traffic pleas to substance-related testing failures. The judge applies the law evenly, rewarding compliance and responding firmly to repeated violations. We saw leniency where effort was proven and consequences where accountability broke down. Especially in probation cases, transparency in follow-through can mean the difference between freedom and incarceration. This isn't just about punishment, it's about public safety, responsibility, and second chances that must be earned. If you found this case as intense and eye-opening as we did, make sure to hit that like button, share your thoughts in the comments, and subscribe for more jaw-dropping courtroom breakdowns just like this one. See you in the next case.